Hi, I'm Martin Rust with the Security and Policy Institute for Professional Development. My guest this afternoon is Dave Buchanan. He's with VCE and he's the Director for the Canadian Federal Government. In your role as sort of representing private enterprise this afternoon and your view of the way technology is evolving and the way that government is interacting with that technology, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit and ask you where you think the future of technology is going and then maybe where government needs to respond.
Okay, interesting. Technology from an end user device perspective is the innovation is scaling exponentially. I think, and I'm going to overgeneralize, but we're going to start to get into the Star Trek stage of technology, where things are going to become so like we're at the phones, or rather the watches that are very hip today. That technology is going to get smaller and very, very fast. And what that's going to mean for technologists is in the background, the speed and agility of what's going to happen in a cloud or in a data center is going to have to be able to keep up with what these devices can do.
So I've seen things that are available in the marketplace today, not necessarily in North America, but in other places where that wearable technology becomes implantable technology. So in healthcare fields and education fields, communication fields where people will have things embedded in their skin or on their fingers, and that's available commercially today in other marketplaces. What has to happen in order for us to be able to take advantage of that? Well,
we're actually there now in the technologies that are used in the cloud or in the data center. Right. The whole world has become what in the technology world, we call it software-defined. I.e., there's a separation between the hardware and the software that enables the data center environment to deliver services to these end-user devices very, very quickly. What the government and large businesses are going to be able to do is become very, very adaptable and very scalable to take advantages of new changes that are consumer-driven and business-driven in the world.
So you say consumer-driven. So that is something that is changing exponentially, and consumer expectations are obviously changing exponentially. Can the government keep up?
Well, again, the technologies that are now available to put in these data centers allow for governments to deliver these services that quickly. So what we couldn't do in the past is now very easily automated and deliverable to the clients today.
So where governments and other organizations have struggled to keep their websites up to date and those types of technologies, hopefully in the very near future, we should be able to see new kinds of services that are delivered through software-defined applications directly to individuals much better, much faster, and hopefully cheaper.
And using less power.
And using a lot less power.
Yes.
So when we say cheaper, help me understand why a data center helps save money for the government and therefore for the people of Canada.
A data center of today, one is essentially a cloud appliance. You can order a data center. So the time to delivery and the cost of building that data center is a fraction of. The run and maintain costs of running an appliance as opposed to a number of different siloed environments is a fraction of. And delivering the services because of the automation associated with that software-defined separation between the hardware and the software, the costs are a lot lower. And couple that with the environmentals, i.e. the data centers tend to be smaller in footprint. It saves a fortune. And the real added bonus to all this, it is very much a uniform environment that is kept up to date as a whole and viewed as a whole in the management tools. And that really is a huge benefit to those on the security side of the business. And security kind of envelopes everything we do with respect to technology today.
Terrific. I'm Martin Rust with the Security and Policy Institute here at the University of Ottawa. My guest this afternoon is Dave Buchanan with VCE. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.